One. We're live. This is the first time streaming.
Post fame.
This is the first time streaming from the TGM Twitch account.
Do you guys feel different?
Yeah, it's a feel.
Well, we're sort of starting from the bottom.
Yeah, we have no
building
Twitch
it
powers.
from the ground up.
Wait, do I have to send a new link to everyone? By everyone, I mean.
Yes.
Yeah, you need to send a new, it's Intern 3D Poo. Intern 3D Poo is like currently all by himself on Specworks, being like, I guess they forgot about me.
Aww. Poo.
I'll restream it onto Spec too.
Intern 3D Poo is like one of the only interns getting Pooh. Winnie the Pooh. Intern 3D Pooh.
It'd be really easy to give intern 3D Poo a little like present or a trophy because there's so many Pooh emoticon like Dollarama toys. It'd be easy to make a trophy out of that.
I'd like to see a remake of the Heritage minutes for Winnie the Pooh, but it's like an intern Stan holding the hands of like a baby intern Stan. So it's just Stan with his younger self looking at a statue of intern 3D Pooh, and little baby intern Stan's like, but why Pooh, father? Or maybe it's Stephen Robs holding an intern Stan's hand, and then. He's like, I guess Stephen Robb asked the young intern, well, why Pooh, intern? I don't know, intern 3D Pooh. And then just we look at the statue, that's the whole thing.
It's a part of our heritage.
I don't know why they felt...
That is a part of our heritage now.
I don't know if I'm just remembering that thing wrong, or... if that's like all they tried to tell us was just like, oh yeah, it's like a kid's random idea and it happened in Canada. I like the heritage minutes that like aren't like a Canadian or aren't like that. They just happen to be like this has to do with Canada. This happened like around Canada, or there was a Canadian involved. Like the invention of basketball at Syracuse. We're just like, the guy was Canadian.
That's Canadian.
Yeah, but it wasn't like in Canada. It wasn't like they made it seem like this was happening in like a cute Canadian gym somewhere. Like no.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know, it was Americans laughing at peach baskets, not Canadians.
What was the name of the person that
Who
invented?
involved in that process was Canadian at all?
James Naismith, the inventor of the sport.
James Naismith?
Yeah.
I'm just looking him up. Is he Jewish?
I don't know. That's a good question, because a lot of like basketball is very Jewish.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
But I don't think he was, or I've never heard of him being.
No, I'm not getting. I'm getting. Yeah. I got Christian here, so.
Yeah, I would be surprised if he was. Ooh, he lost Johnny. And everyone started quiet at the moment. John, or maybe it was because his nice background voice is gone. Okay, I know. Yeah, we were talking about CanCon just now. That's a good segue into our recap, so everyone remembers who we are, what we're doing, and what we're buying, and that you guys are trapped in Brand Zone 16A, which you've learned is some sort of like quarantine zone for infected sentient brands, which is like should sort of be like a revelation for your character, because like you guys, like your brands were made sentient at the end of season 1, and you guys kind of thought you were the only one, so it's weird to find all these like dead versions of what your guys' brands are. You haven't really like dug deep into figuring out what that all means, so you're in this like crazy web kind of area, where like, or it's like there's like a web of these like shooting mercury dots, kind of like going all over the place. If you guys remember what that's like, there's like a bunch of pipes in the ground and they're shooting mercury in the air and they're like landing in another pipe somewhere else. So it kind of creates this like strange barrier dome web above you. You've met several infected sentient brands. You met Colossal, which is like the big fat made him a girlfriend named Klossa, who is a virus. And he was happy with that, so he took you guys. He took you guys to what he described as the way out, which is the closest thing that he understands to a way out. And he took you to this warehouse and told you there's like something in there that will help you escape. You met a couple other infected sentient brands. You met a guy named Mr. S, who was like a little old man in a tweed suit. He was kind of nice. And you met a guy named Archie, who was like cooking burgers at the wall ball tournament, and he was very charming. Yeah, give me questions to get situated on where you guys are right now.
Have we entered the space yet?
No, you're like standing at the door. That's where we ended.
Okay.
It's a big,
can we go in?
spooky looking warehouse. Yeah, you can go in. Anyone else need to remember anything else before we do that? I need at least like a no.
I'm just thinking.
Sorry,
I don't think so.
Sorry, Kat, that's something, but we were muted.
I was wondering if athletic score was still high, like impacted, like positively impacted. That's gone away.
You had a bonus because of the conditions of that game. Like people were casting bonuses on you.
And people are casting like, yeah.
I'm gonna say without like I don't think
Come
there
on,
was.
man.
A specified time put on those, so I'm going to assume they were temporary and that they no longer apply. It would have taken up a lot of battery power to like cast that spell on you for like a long period of time, so I'm going to assume that people wouldn't have wanted to do that.
How's their battery power doing?
Yeah, look at your phone. I need to look at your phone.
Oh yeah, I can look at my phone.
What does it actually say in your character sheets right now for your battery power? I'm going to give you guys an update.
11.
11 out of
30.
Okay, now that I think yours is up to date then.
Oh,
I'm
dear.
at 30.
Okay, well yours is not. Have you casted any spells?
Oh, I'm at. I don't know.
I'm at 26.
Sam, sorry, you're not at 11. I take that back. So Jonathan, you said 26.
Yeah.
Sam. And Cashew, you didn't actually cast anything, did you? Well, you were just being an athlete.
I don't remember. Can you check my sheet for me?
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I know I did take off some things, but I don't remember what it was for.
Stan, you are at 26.
Oh, I'm at 20.
Shmi, you are at 20, yeah.
Yeah.
Cashew, I have you at 28. And I have Curse also at 20.
But I can also like regenerate my battery power because it's the sheep powers.
Yeah, you campaign for this like every single time, but I always like I'll make a video of just every time you've campaigned for sheep powers. From now on, I'm only making passive aggressive dungeon master videos about times where you broke the rules.
That's good content.
Yeah, I agree. But I do have sheep powers.
Yeah. Yeah, you have sheep powers.
Joking aside, I do.
Sort of unexplored holographic sheep powers.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys want to do?
I want. What was the last post we made?
Let's see.
Let's look. Probably a while ago. I feel like we kind of were we posting while the ball tournament was going on.
I don't think you were. We bring up the mount.
No, the last one we were looking at is like the Cool Dragon Cafe.
I'm pretty sure one of you made a post while you were in here.
If that's true, it wasn't recorded in the mount account.
Well, then it never happened.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes when you load up, sometimes when you like make a really good post and you forget to hit send.
Never happens to me.
Doesn't happen to me.
That's what we were doing this whole time.
Yeah, I don't see any. Yeah, Maya cached a brand mutation holography clones. Yeah, this is just during the wall ball match. You guys were casting spells, but no one was posting. You guys were talking about how you wanted to post about.
I was busy. Okay.
Yeah, no one
I don't know
blames the
anyone
job.
else's excuse.
Okay, so let's.
Your athleticism
start
is
working.
valid, and you don't need anything else to define you, Kat. It's like when they like try to like you get the scholarship to go to university to play a sport, and they like give you these classes, and you're like, hey, what are you doing? Hey, I'm here to do one thing, and we all know that. Let's stop this charade.
Yeah, what do those people do after university? Maybe they
Sorry,
coach
Sam.
in sports, actually.
Sorry, sound crapped out on me. What did you say, Maya?
But what do those people do? Like, actually, I'm not. This actually, there's probably an answer to this question, and someone could answer it easily. But like, what do the kids do that go to university for sports? What do they do after?
Lots of stuff. They don't all do one thing.
Yeah, I think that's the right answer. Okay.
Some of them are tabletop role-playing game people.
Yeah, like all of us.
Ian hasn't mentioned this, but he actually went to NASCAD on a sports scholarship.
Yeah, we had one NASCAD basketball game, and I
Were you on
I
it?
beat my teacher, so that kind of makes me the king of the school. There is a real like thing for athletes after for like these like athletes that don't go on to become professional athletes, because 99% of people who play sports in college do not go on to become professional athletes. Like, it's very common to have like this like identity crisis after your undergrad or after you run out of eligibility. Like, I can remember talking.
Yeah,
to,
that's
like,
what I've been wondering.
Yeah, I can remember. I've had at least like two, kind of like sincere, vulnerable conversations with former classmates about. Like, I remember like standing in a gym, like catching up with someone like at the water fountain or whatever, and this guy got pretty, like, we were sort of talking about that, and he literally like looked at me and was like, yeah, like I really don't know like like what I'm going to do, or like even what I want to do. And he was like really just, it was cute. It was nice. He like, I forget what he does now, but like he went on to have a, you know, like normal life. He figured out stuff to do. It was fine. But I think you are told that you're allowed to just be an athlete for so long that it's like, you're only like, you're like 23 years old and you're just like, and it's like, it's over for you kind of thing.
Well, we're told we can be an artist for so long, and same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think we get it. Like, I think for artists, it's like it's slightly later. Like you graduate school, you finish your undergrad, or maybe you do your master's. I feel like when you do your master's, though, like you found kind of enough. You usually find enough ground to like form an artist practice.
Yeah. I guess you have an artist practice. People don't have like a sports practice.
No, you still have a sports practice, but like you can't pretend like you're, like you can't pretend like you're like. I mean, like we'll have artist practice and make no money for years, but we'll pretend like we could be making money or something. I don't think athletes do that as much.
Ah, okay. So, like I'm also, an athlete.
Yeah. Also, athletes know, like, even if they get, like, even if you're, like even LeBron James is only going to play until he's, like, less than 40.
Esports athletes.
Oh, yeah. Your fingers could get tired and damaged.
They do actually cap out at, like, 27.
What?
It's actually really young. Yeah. That's when they do points.
Who does?
Yeah.
Esports.
But, I mean, just...
27's like young.
Yeah. That's another group of people that, you know, do their thing and pretend to make money at it, though.
3D Pooh's here, by the way, guys. Everyone say hi to 3D Pooh.
Hello, 3D Pooh.
Hey!
He said is I'm not logged in on Twitch, so I can't say, oh, hey, intern 3D Pooh. That sucks. Sucks to not be able to type. Oh, hey, so intern 3D Pooh, if you're listening, I'm saying it to you with my voice. I'm saying, oh, hey, intern 3D Pooh. No, Sam's not your dad. Sam is his own dad, and both Sam and Sam are looking at a statue of you. So that's an explanation. That's the answer to your question. Okay, let's play the game. Enough talk about jocks. I know we need to pay respect to Kat because she's the resident jock, but let's get into some nerd shit.
Yeah, I'm just back from my physiotherapy.
You're just back from your physiotherapy
doing
degree.
A sports residency.
There should be. I do it like it would be kind of cool if like sports were more like art, and art was more
sports
like
intellectuals.
Sports. Yeah, like I don't know. You just go and like I'm just here as a basketball man.
I would go to an athletics run center.
Yeah, I
you
want
make
to go
up
like
new
the
sports.
No, I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel here. I'm just like, I guess you do go places and train with different people.
Yeah, if you're insanely good and rich.
Yeah, or just insane. If you're insanely good, like rich,
and then
rich
you'd play a game in the window gym.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, that's a thing.
What's a window
gym? That's a real
thing?
Gyms with windows that you can look in and see people on treadmills and stuff.
It's like a window. You know, you can get like a shitty show at a window gallery.
Oh.
It's like a window.
Yeah, but you're just on a treadmill. You're not even playing your sport. Like people can come watch you. Like just so you guys know, like I'll be here all week.
No, you're inventing sports. That's their job. They're inventing new sports.
No, you made that up. That's not a thing athletes do.
I want a sport where you can like crawl around tiny spaces and be sneaky, because I feel like I would be really good and mean at that sport, and like I could win.
Well, you're gonna have to invent it yourself because the jocks aren't gonna do it for you.
Paintball.
Yeah, jocks are gonna be too big for it. Paintball?
Paintball.
There's little jocks. Have you ever seen a soccer player?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, soccer. You can crawl around and sneak in that. I think.
There's no crawling in soccer. It's all
absolutely
there,
crawling in
standing.
Have you ever seen an esports person? They're like this big.
All right, let's go into this this warehouse.
All right.
First,
Should we
take
do
a
an
picture of
IP?
ourselves?
Yeah. Family picture.
Yeah, that's cute.
What are we posing? What's our pose?
I don't know. What do you think we should pose as?
We should all moon. We should all moon the camera or something.
That's a crazy idea. What's the caption?
The connection?
What's the caption?
Caption.
Oh. Something astrological.
It's Scorpio season. No, wait, it's still Libra season.
It's still Libra season.
But I've got my moon in Scorpio.
Oh.
Yeah. There we go. There we go.
That's good.
There's
yeah.
a Scorpio crawling into my moon.
I mean, I think it's Scorpio season tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Or maybe the
Okay,
day after,
it's
I don't know.
almost Scorpio season.
I like the Scorpio moon's good. It's a good butt joke.
Yeah.
I'm writing it in the map.
If anybody's drawing this, my butt would be green because I'm a goblin.
What do you call the place we're outside of, Ivan?
Kletar.
It's a good name. It's very Star Trek.
And, I've been spelling it with a C or a K, so you can't go wrong.
Okay.
Sick.
I like K better.
Klettar.
I like C.
It actually doesn't make. There's a reason why it doesn't make. It makes absolutely no sense for it to be C for reasons I can't explain right now.
That's suspicious.
Yeah, truly.
You should read into it.
Okay. Should we draw it out in the sand
No.
in front of us and start
No.
deciphering it?
No, you shouldn't do that.
Can I do an IP, or who has IP?
I do.
An IP check.
I do. I have +4 P IP. Someone want to roll for me?
I'll do it.
It's not that I'm not faithful to this game. I'm just working on a deadline here.
Intern cash. You said +4.
Yeah.
You got a 23. It's funny that you guys only thought to do
What?
anything to check on this place. The only reason you did it so you could make a better joke. You didn't think of oh, we should scan. We're just gonna walk into this terrifying building.
We're scanning.
No, cat scanning, and you guys were just doing it to see. Anyways, okay. What can I tell you with the big fat 23?
Everything.
I feel like I should tell you some stuff.
All the juicy goss.
Where are you, Kletar? There we go. Okay. So I guess the first thing I can tell you, Kat, is that there's you're actually you don't believe your phone for a second.
Oh.
There's just you're getting so many IP readings. It's just inside there is a bajillion IP. Numbers are coming up on your phone that don't make any sense. You might think your phone's broken.
Wild.
And yeah, I'm trying to think what else can you learn about it from an IP. So you get the sense there's either this whole thing's an IP repository, or there's an IP repository inside it. It's a trove. It's a lot of the IP is brands. A lot of the IP is infected. It feels like it's a massive, endless brand database or something like that. But also it has you're having a harder time getting a fix on it because there's no structure to this IP repository. It's just it's this total chaos of like files just like swirling around.
Well, it's like all I'm seeing is like zeros and ones on like a green font, black screen. I'm like, ah.
It's over 9,000.
Should we not go in? Like, maybe we should investigate more. Maybe this is the right place to go
I'm sure
into.
it's fine. I'm strong enough to take care of any problems that we have. I'm like really strong.
I'm gonna cast like a shield, like a hologram shield over myself.
Is it real if it's a hologram shield?
It will be if I add some code. If I add my code.
Yeah. Do you want to should we cast it over all of us? Do you guys want that? Me and Johnny can do a collab and give us like all like beautiful elf cloaks that like are protective of like infection. Johnny?
Yeah, that's what I was picturing just like a big shield that we could hold together, because I feel like it'd be too much to try to cast something that creates clothing for all of us. That would just drain our phones immediately.
Well, we're sharing it. We can zap.
The one thing that
all of
sucks
our...
is that like the one skill that you guys don't really have in spades is SecOps, which would be by far the best thing right now.
I think I have a +1 in SecOps.
Yeah. I thought that one of you had a rank in there somewhere.
Yeah, because I'm really strong. It's cool.
It's pretty cool. Sam, I also, just because I don't want this to be completely dropped, I forget where we got with you were emailing yourself. Stan I'm talking to?
Yes.
The last email that you got from yourself is, so at first I was thinking, hey, I'll just call the bad Stans on this crook and get them to help me out of here. Do you remember where your other Stan is? You you were like trapped in like a hive mind that oversees, it's like a bad Stan security system. You were like stuck in a back end job in like a dimension all by yourself.
Right.
And you tricked other Stan into swapping places with you.
Yeah.
So do you remember whether you're brand Stan or wait, actually I know, but do you remember?
Yeah. I remember which Stan I presently am.
You are brand Stan or Vire Stan?
Vire.
Yeah, you're right. Good. Okay, so the last email you got was, so at first I was thinking, hey, I'll just call the bad Stans on this crook and get them to help me out of here. But then I remembered the bad Stans frown upon weakness. It won't go well for me if they find out you duped me. It really does seem like they intended to leave you in the hive mind forever, or at least a long time, which means that they're going to leave me in here for a long time, since they don't know about the switch. And even if they did, they'd probably just shrug and say, I deserve it. Leave me here and take some other action against you. Look, we both love our friends, our intern group, very much. What if we share them? Become a Stan tag team wrestling duo. My brand mutation and your Vire? We could be a very difficult Stan to deal with! ! So that's the last email you have. You're not like obligated to answer it, like, but that's it's sitting in your iDialogues, just like, you know, it's there. So I didn't want to drop that. I'm not going to force you to write an email right now, but but you could and
do it.
Yeah, I'll work on one. I'll do that.
He's gonna leave that message as unread in his inbox.
Jonathan, you know the Joseph Boys and football project? Speaking of more jock content?
Yeah.
The one where it's like two satellites like talking to each other?
Yeah.
that would be like if Stan didn't talk to other Stan, or it's like, yeah, I'll get back to you in 617 days. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, you guys can totally do something to protect yourself before walking in here. I think that'd be very smart. Be very trig.
Yes. So like elf cloaks.
Holography is so much better for like tricking people than it is for like weathering the elements.
So I think we should all infuse all of our powers together to like make beautiful cloaks where we all share the amount of perfect amount of battery, and that we're like we're ready to take on all the different elements.
I can only do something with my security. I can make like I can probably make a basic shield with my security.
What if we just create like a cube around us that is invisible, that like does like detection on our bodies and makes shows people what's behind the cube, but with our bodies subtracted. And then also the cube has some defensive potential.
Cashew knows that like the most stuff that's in there is IP, brand mutation, and Vire based.
So those are the things that we need to defend.
Can
against.
I cast like an IP protect spell?
Yeah, I mean, IP by itself isn't gonna hurt. What? I need you to explain a little bit more what that would do, or what you're imagining that doing.
Like imagining that they can't steal any IP from us while we're in that
Okay,
space.
you want to protect your own IP. Okay.
Yeah. Can I cast an IP protect over us?
Yeah. D4, right? I mean, +4.
+4, yeah.
D20 +4. 9. Not good.
Sick. Oh no! What? That's pretty good.
And also gonna post the battery rules again there. At least because you got a crappy roll, you don't lose too many battery points. So since it's a new procedure, it's 25% of.
Oh
so
my god.
It's 2.5. And it always rounds down, I think. Yeah, it rounds down. So that only costs you 2 points of battery.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad. Pretty good.
Who here has Vire? Who here does some good Vire stuff? Some good Vire cooking?
That'd be Curse.
Or me.
Oh, yeah.
All right. What are you going to do to protect us?
I'll get a goblin guard.
Yeah.
Or like a virus guard demon guy.
Cool.
What
What do they look like?
He's got a little like suit of armor and a spear. That's.
What does he think of me? Because I look like a goblin.
I think of all of the viruses as being sort of like vaguely gremlin, like short, lanky things. Not necessarily. I think of you as like a different kind of goblin.
Okay.
Unrelated kind of goblin.
I pictured them being long and pointy. The viruses.
It was +3.
Jonathan, you got back 1 point of battery for your mount post, so you're at 25.
Wait, we get points for our mount posts?
Yeah.
We get battery for our mount posts?
Yeah, you mount post restore 1 point of battery.
Okay.
So, sorry, Stan, say again what that did.
I was going to summon a goblin guard with like a little suit of armor and spear, like a virus goblin of sorts.
Yeah, you summon one. It just like fits in your hand.
All right.
And it doesn't. That takes 1 point of battery.
Right, well, that wasn't worth it. I regret you, I tell him.
You should post a mount post to get your battery.
Yeah, say I regret you. With a picture of him.
I regret you so hard. I'm going to make a post about you, just to recoup my losses. I'm going to do a better job of tracking your guys' battery power. Right now I'm just going to like count the points as they happen since you all have 30 total points. So -5 for Johnny, -5 for Stan, -4 for Cashew, and -10 for Shmi.
Can I I have an idea for a new spell. Could I code myself a mini map? So I could tell if people were coming from farther away. Detect threats.
I don't think so. I don't think that I'm just not sure how you would code like the map. Like there's nothing in code that is going to be able to like get information. I just feel like that's very much a SecOps spell. I think.
It's a good idea for a SecOps spell then.
Yeah. Just like a specific like SecOps would be like all of those things you described, like being able to like warn threats, detect like warn for threats, like detect traps, like sort of like gather information in a defensive way. Like it just seems like very very SecOps, or like even more IP. But code wise, I'm not sure. Like you need like. The map could be code, but like the inputs would have to be SecOps, I think. I want to say if you have an idea of if you really want to describe how you code it, I'm not going to say no, and you can roll for it.
Yeah, I know. I'm ready to go in.
Wait, I thought Johnny was going. I didn't want to interrupt. Okay, if you're not going, then I have a power that's called holographic battery recharger. I have a +11 on it.
You actually do have this, don't you?
Yeah.
I feel like we described like you can only use it for yourself, though.
Yeah, that's fine.
And that like when you use it for other people, I think we described it was like you could trick people into thinking that you're.
Yeah, it only works for me, but I can like pretend that it's for other people too.
You can make people think that their battery is recharged.
Maybe I can do that to the bad guys.
Yeah, I mean it could be powerful.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, let's go for that. That we're operating some sort of service where we go around charging your battery for you. Like that's what we're doing inside the place.
I think that's what my original idea of it was. It was like a scam.
Yeah, I remember it in the brothel.
Okay, so I got 12, but it's +11, so that means I got like 23. So what does that mean for my battery? Kind of like I'm at full battery now.
I'm not sure I understand your spell, Maya.
I wrote +11. I don't know what that means, but like I think when I rolled it originally, I got 11, and that's what I meant by it.
I just don't see how a holographic spell could charge a battery. Like it just doesn't make any sense.
I have wool, and the wool conducts electricity. DM.
But that would be code. That would be like a code or SecOps. It wouldn't be like.
Let's just go in telling people that we're going to charge their phones. That's what you can use the spell for.
Yeah, well, why does it have to be like specifically like it was the hologram and now it conducts? Because holograms use electricity, and they're real, and they conduct electricity off of the wool, and I put the wool up to the peripatetic, and that charges it.
There's no such thing as electricity in this world.
Okay.
I want a supercut of every time that Maya is trying to convince Ian to change the physics of this world. Because this happens every game.
Yeah, I mean, I've watched. I watch this and like assess am I being unfair to Maya? Am I being too judicious? But no, I'm not. Maya's always Maya's strategy is I will come up with something, and if Ian says it's unreasonable, I will just push as hard as I can.
It's called charisma.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, we'll just think about it because you already passed. So this might have not worked physically, but since you let this spell get passed before, because I wrote it down on my character sheet, it became real. So once you hear something fall in the woods, it becomes real, becomes actuality, which means it's possible to use. And that means it became...
In the court of law, they call this precedence,
Yeah, exactly. Well, but to be fair to Maya, I feel the rules of this game very much are legal precedents. They're very much well, I got to do this role once, and it was ratified by the Tough Guy Mountain system, so therefore this spell is just legit.
So yeah, you explained to me why it's working, I guess was what I'm asking.
Wow, that's a big twist. No, Maya, I just there's no way to you're trying to holographically trick your own phone into thinking it has battery power, and your phone is not hologramming is very much about tricking people into believing in something.
Okay, well, I really am not happy about this, but I'll think of another strategy to make this happen in a bit.
ADHD jock over here wants to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Already
nerds
cast.
Keep
pretty
talking
sure
about
I already.
Stuff I don't get.
Yeah, pretty sure I already cast some sort of protection.
All right, you just want to go in?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
I'm feeling
so
freaking ready.
all right, so you walk into this spooky ass warehouse air hangar thing. You immediately start feeling lost. And you are now looking, you're gazing upon an unfathomable amount of stuff, just piles and piles and piles of stuff, just towers of stuff. And the sensation of being lost is intensifying to the point where you're actually probably feeling a bit nauseous, confused, dizzy, overwhelmed.
Hey, this might be a brand.
Should we do an inspection, a brand inspection?
Yeah, do we have any brand checker outers? Maya's, do you got a point on that?
I have a brand mutation check. Is that the right thing?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna brand mutation check.
What's your bonus, Maya?
Let me check quickly.
You didn't apply your holography bonus to your last holography check either.
Frig.
When Cashew speaks, you guys all become conscious of the fact that you can't see where each other are anymore. You're all lost by yourselves. and you hear Cashew's voice like coming from like 3 or 4 different directions.
Is this like a Halloween episode?
Mm-hmm. I guess so. Yeah, I purposely stalled the game for 2 months to have a spooky episode close to Halloween.
That's why you're the director.
Mm-hmm. 3-dimensional chess, baby.
So I think I'm +1. I'm not sure. That's what it said, but that seems low. But
no, that makes sense because it was like it was like the bonus you took when you got to level 5. So you're probably 4 and 1. Cat's 4 and 1 for SecOps and IP.
Okay, so I got 12. That should be enough.
That's pretty good.
What were you trying to do?
I'm checking out the brand of what's happening to see. I just want to find out more information about the brand that we're looking at, that we're surrounded by.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. What can I tell you about that brand that I haven't already told Cashew? 12 isn't amazing, but
Better than 6.
is that a stab at Sam?
No, did he get a 6?
Yeah.
No,
I looked up and I was like, what's she talking about with 6? You can tell, Maya, that like a brand is like ruling over this place.
Can I tell what the brand is?
Yeah, sure. You the color is glowing blue and flat red. The emotion is chaos, value, and abundance. And the idea is abundance, one-stop shop, everything you need in Labyrinth. And the shape is a mismatched bunch of letters. Z, S, K, E, L, and R. Yeah, that's all I can give you with 12 though.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
What are the peripatetics run on? Electricity, what are they powered by?
Say again?
What are the peripatetics powered by? Just out of curiosity.
They're made out of code and SecOps and IP and
like what's the physical juice that's going into the machine that's making it? Like I know that electricity goes into an object and like fires off energy. What happens physically?
All the resources in this game, Maya, are the 6 streams. There's no such thing as anything else.
What does it look like?
What does what look like?
Like what? I don't.
Like a phone.
No, I know, but like, can you like explain it? Like I'm trying to make an explanation, so I need to understand actually how the peripatetic works.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like the look of the peripatetic would be clearly made by like a holography spell. The like physical, like quality of the peripatetic, like the body of it would be made out of code.
Okay.
And then like the sort of like the structure of it would be a mix of code, IP, and SecOps. And then the way in which it was able to transmute the other streams it would have to have like be powered by those other streams like brand mutation and Vire. You remember like the diagram I showed you of like what an intern is? How there's like a vire spore, and a hologram is this, and a body is this, and like I haven't drawn that graph out for the peripatetic, but it would be something like that.
Is the world made out of like spores that contain different elements in them?
No,
is
but
like
sometimes
bacteria.
Like sometimes like you would like have like a seed of one thing, and then you would like drape another stream around it, like you everything's made out of a series of procedures.
This is
like
reverse engineering particle physics right here.
Yeah, Sam, can you explain it? Can you explain it only using the 6 streams?
Everything's a little bit like a seed. and
they're more like strings.
So if you have one of these little spores, I guess, and the stream would kind of change its spin. Is that how that works? It changes its like spin and its like properties, and then of the different spinning directions. I don't know.
So when you plug your peripatetic into the wall, seeds come in, and then the peripatetic translates it, like spins it and translates into different power sources, which are the different fire elements.
Like
the different.
The reason that the phone runs out of battery and gains battery is because like someone wrote that as a procedure. It's like more of a law than it is
essential.
What's not?
So the actual like battery losing power is like an aesthetic and like moral thing. It's not actually a functional or like.
It's like it's
no,
right?
So it's not necessary.
All right, you guys off to pee in a cup.
Guys, I think I'm onto something.
That's what we get. That's what we get, Maya. Look what you've done. You made him leave.
Well, he didn't have the right answers. All right, who's making this cup?
Sam should have to make the cup.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. You're the cup man.
No, I think
I'm not making a cup until Sam gets back.
holography.
Okay, I guess I'll do it. So my cup is gonna look like. My cup is gonna be like a viral cup. No, everybody left. Everybody's gone.
Sorry, I was just blowing my nose off. I just had a sneezing attack.
I'm here. Okay. I'm just gonna put more hot water bottle.
Are you
You can wait till Sam gets back.
No, I just don't feel very good because I've been working too much.
Take care of yourself. DM, everybody left, and then I waited. I made a curse joke. I was like, I'm gonna make a viral cup, but then nobody heard it because everyone was gone.
It's the saddest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know where all these players get off thinking they can pee. Like I'm the guy who pees.
So just so I'm clarifying, the function of like the battery draining is just like a procedure that's coded into the peripatetic, right?
Yeah, I think it's like to make so like there's like limitations sort of like put on all of the streams to like make the world sort of like less chaotic, and like otherwise like not every spell lasts forever unless it's like cast to last forever, and the phones are designed so they have to be recharged, though like as you increase in power your battery, like as you like go up in levels in this game, your battery power increases.
But our bodies don't need to be recharged.
You're like, well, there's no difference between your bodies and the peripatetic.
So
we need
it's us.
Americanos.
Yeah, good point.
Say what? Say
Okay,
again.
wait,
Lindsay?
that's it. Seems important.
I said
When
we
you
need
run out of-
newcomers.
When you run out of when your phone runs out of batteries, you die.
It's like
So
the
are-
soul gem.
Yeah.
So are we made out of the same goo as the peripatetic?
You're made out of the same 6 goos that the peripatetic is made out of.
Okay. I figured it out. I know how to make this spell work.
Nice.
I made a diagram.
I can't see it, but that's great.
Okay. So,
100% looks like a blank
People-
page. It'd be amazing if it
People
was. And Maya
enter-
was okay.
people enter my brothel, okay? They get excited
Yes.
about this great new deal where they get their batteries charged. Nothing happens when they're getting their batteries charged, but they hold the wool in their hand. The oils from their hand leak into the wool. We collect the wool after, and they think their batteries are charged, and they are technically charged while they're still in the sheeple space. We take all of this wool and we harvest it, and we squeeze it, and we drain all the oils from people's hands into a jar. And in that jar, we liquidate it and we make it into steam, and it extracts all of the different streams from the oil ends from these people. That is put into a spray, and the spray is put onto the peripatetic, which releases more of the streams into the peripatetic. We are all made of these small little molecules of these streams. So is the peripatetic. Therefore, the oils from our hand should be able to, with some science, be sprayed onto the peripatetic to recharge it.
I honestly feel right now the way that like a doctor must feel when they're listening to like anti-vaxxer like describe like what the vaccine does when it. I feel like in my mind, like as you're saying that stuff, like like that part makes sense. Oh, but what that makes no sense at all. What you just said, like.
No, it makes sense. I made a diagram. Think about it. I can explain it to you again if you want. So, like, there's a
Yeah, because remember.
The brothel. See, it happens in the brothel.
Did you hear the part where the hand oil is put into a thing and then it's squeezed out and then made into like a different substance through oxygen, and then that is like treated and then you can spray it onto your phone?
Yeah, it's just in this world things like oxygen and is pseudoscience.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean oxygen. I meant viral particles.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like I do kind of like this. I respect the hustle, Maya.
And it's a scam for everybody else because I'm just taking everybody else's sweat glands. But it
You
does
should
work
start
for
posting
me.
about this on Mount. And then like
Yeah,
let it
yeah,
mount.
yeah,
Get in trouble on Mount from like both conspiracy theories and disinformation and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Like there has to be a
Like,
disclaimer under your posts there, like electricity might not actually exist, and so take this kind of thing as a grain.
I can't wait for the execs to have to design like these little flags to stop like intern misinformation about 6 streams. Sort of on this topic, Jonathan, when you were asking earlier about the map, and I was sort of struggling to define what could be code and what couldn't be code, and I feel like code's been used. I feel like there's like 2 important factors to think of with code. Is that one, like to keep code fun in a basic way. Code is like a way to you can physically manipulate the world around you, like in Full Metal Alchemist or whatever, or in Avatar: The Last Airbender. So you're like you can manipulate, because like if the world is made of code, everything has a coded structure for it to take a physical form. You're able to manipulate that thing. But when you were talking about making a map, I was actually thinking about sort of when we were working on the like when we were working in Yarn Spinner and Unity, and being how like, well, there's like code for this, but it needs like to be able to reference actual content. Like you could you write the code and then it references this piece of this image or this piece of writing or this I feel like that's a good way to think of the limitations of code. Like, so it needs something else. If you're not just like manipulating the existing code around, if you're trying to like make something from scratch, you can create the thing that references the thing, but you still need like content for the code to reference. Does that make sense?
Yeah, gotcha. Yes.
It would take a higher level coder though, just like, oh well, I'll code from scratch a like a location detector or whatever, or these other things that other things could do. I feel like high level coders would want to flex like, yeah, you don't even need the other streams. You just make everything from scratch. You're like a baker that doesn't like want to buy anything from the store. It's just like, well, I grew these in my garden and I.
You don't have a hand mill at home?
I made my own hand mill, like from a tree that I planted and some metal that I took from the ground. But does that sort of like, I'm kind of asking more than telling, Jonathan, but does that feel like a satisfying like way for code to be interpreted as a
Absolutely.
thing? Okay. Good. Okay. While you guys are still in here, just the sensation of being lost is an intensifying spiral that causes severe confusion and physical emotional dizziness. Your brand mutation check revealed that you're inside an infected viral brand, and it's not a nice feeling. Cashew, you know that this is a like an IP trove of brands, and it's like now that you're in it, you're like can really fully fathom what an endless massive database that it is, and that like the viral infection of this place has eroded all its structure, and that probably the viral brand has like tainted everything with its like own brand of like lostness, confusion, excess, and bleak, overwhelming department stores. So it's this like viral brand, infected brand repository.
Wait, we're in a Zellers.
Yeah.
I love Zellers.
You figured it out.
Where the lowest
actually
price
Zellers?
is the law.
This is Zellers. You're in the brand of Zellers, or like you're in what once was the brand of Zellers.
How did you get that?
Maybe Ian said something, but I don't know. Because we were visiting a Zellers. We saw the exoskeleton of a Zellers that had been reincarnated as an idea zone.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
So now I'm metagaming.
No, but I mean, I also gave Maya the letters that spelled out Zellers earlier.
What?
Really?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Kletar, the concept, outdates that time that we went grocery shopping next to an old Zellers. I knew about Zellers before we saw an old Zellers.
Hey, I used to live by that old Zellers.
Yeah, you did. You lived slightly closer than I did to it, that's for sure. You were like on the other side of the parking lot, only an alleyway separated from you.
It's true.
Good old days. Okay, I just rolled a number. I'm re-rolling that. I'm cheating.
What?
Okay. Kat.
Yeah?
You, in all this confusion, like you're just like getting dizzy and you can't even tell where you are anymore. You're just you're just like in this like spiraling chaos, and you see before you a like glowing fish hook on a line, or like it's not a fish hook, it's just like a big hook. It's not sharp, like you could grab onto it, and it's been flung in front of your face.
And I grab onto it. But wait, it's like sharp, you said?
No, it's
You said
not sharp. It's like
oh, it's not sharp.
I wanted to specify that it's not sharp. It's a hook,
is
but
there
it's not
something
like
is there some garbage by me or anything?
there's everything.
Everything is
yes.
garbage.
I mean, there's so much stuff around you.
I'm gonna. Can I like tie one of these random things by me and put it on that thing?
Sure.
I would like to do that then.
And not.
Do I?
And then,
do I
and
need
then
to
just.
And watch to see what happens? Hey, I'm not that much of a jock, all right?
Okay, so you just take some nearby garbage and put it in on the hook, like you just jam it on the hook, kind of thing.
Yeah.
The hook's like it's not sharp, so it's gonna be like.
Well, no, I'm gonna tie it. I'm gonna pick something that has like a string, like an old teddy bear. With a bow. I'll tie the bow on it. I'll tie the Zeller's teddy bear on it.
Make a perception check. I'm gonna see if you can like find something quickly that looks like you'll be able to easily put it on the hook.
Hey, can you perception check for me?
Oh yeah. What's your bonus?
I don't
0?
think I have any. Pretty
What's
sure
your
it's
weakness?
0. Will.
Oh.
I have -2 will.
Okay. Yeah, you like. I don't know. Do you know the feeling when you're like looking around for like something to make something work like this? Where you're just like, oh, I need a thing that will go on a hook, or I need a thing that has a string on it, so I can like you're looking around, but you just don't see something that will do that.
What? There's nothing that's like string-like? There's no Zeddies with their a little bow tie?
I mean, like, you know, to give intern Cash some credit, like remember you're like severely disoriented and confused right now, like,
right.
And there's a million things nearby. Like, I'm sure there is something that could be attached to this hook, but you did not find an obvious thing. Right, and since it's not sharp, you can't like jam something on. It would need to be like.
Okay, well, first I'm gonna say to everybody, hey, check this out. Should I touch it?
People hear it, but can't see what you're talking about.
Oh, right.
I guess everyone roll. Can everyone make a will save actually right now?
Me too.
I'll make yours at -2.
Thank you. With my -2.
Yeah. Cash, you got a 6. Maya and Kat, you each feel like more confused and distressed and disoriented, and it's starting to like make you feel really upset. Jonathan and Stan, like relatively no change, but you're definitely just like you're lost. You can't see the way that you came in the building. Yeah. And Kat, are you gonna do anything else to that hook, or?
I'm gonna shout to everybody. I'm gonna grab this hook and see if it takes me out of here. But if I scream, see you guys later in the intern common room.
Yeah. Jonathan and Stan, you hear that? Maya, make a perception check. Maya, you don't hear that.
Okay.
Kat, you as the moment you grab onto that, you feel. Make an athletics check. You're going to feel a really strong tug. Make an athletics check to see if.
Will you make that for me?
Oh yeah, and that's +2.
What's my bonus right now?
+2 if your weakness is -2.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right.
Unless yeah. Oof. You feel. Okay, yeah, Kat, you grab hold of it it starts pulling you in a direction. For a second, you are outside of Kletter, and you see like a tall man on horseback who's like set up some sort of like fishing rod, like that he's like, it's like a rig that goes into the ground, and he's like hauling on it, and you make eye contact with him for a sec, but then you let go of the hook. Like you lose your grip and you fall back into Kletter.
Oh man.
So you kind of did something.
Yeah, I lost my chance at my Prince Charming.
Johnny, you see the hook in front of you.
I grab onto it like it's that I'm a tiny bird and it's the talon of my mother.
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah, good call. Make your athletics check.
No problem.
You have a -2, I think, on that.
I think I have a -3.
Jonathan's still trying to say gym class doesn't matter every time he plays Dungeons and Dragons. Oh! Yeah,
What did he get? What did he get?
He got a 0.
Wow.
He rolled a 0 on a 20-sided dice.
Oh, sorry. Actually, Ian,
Yeah.
my athletics are -4.
What?
So you got a
Oh my
-1.
god.
So you like reach out and try to grab it, but instead you just like hit it far away. Everyone roll another will save.
We're all we're all
You're
really
just more
will save?
confused. Yeah.
Will you roll one for me, Ian? -2.
Yeah. Okay. One sec. I'm just gotta make a little diagram quick. Stan, Shmi, Cash, John, Curse. So Stan, you get more upset. Shmi, you're starting to feel like you're going crazy. You're like this is a really awful trip.
Okay.
Cash and Johnny, you have not changed. Well, okay, that's... Oh, so that's with... I'm not gonna say what just happened. 'Cause it doesn't concern any of you losers. Okay, everyone roll another will save.
Will you roll one for me?
Mm-hmm.
8.
And
Ooh, 18.
Okay, Shmi, Curse, blah blah blah. You're fine. Jonathan's fine. Stan. Yeah, Stan, you're feeling like you're feeling like you're gonna go crazy or die.
I'm feeling
Preferably
pretty normal.
die. No, not Sam. Stan.
Right. Stan's feeling worse.
Shmi, you see a golden fish hook in front of you.
Okay. I grab onto it with my mouth.
Why would you?
That's what I do. I'm a goblin. I have a strong mouth.
All right, sure. Make an athletics check. Not going to doubt the strong mouths of goblins.
Yeah, don't. Oh, God.
No.
I don't like. I feel like I'm not good at accounting for just like, well, what happens if the party just rolls like 8 under 5s in a row? All right, everyone make another will. Everyone make another will save. You definitely do not. You feel like maybe you should have used your hand.
I'm dying.
Do I hurt my mouth?
Oh no!
Yes, you hurt your mouth. You probably like lose some teeth.
No. Actually, I rolled a 10 because I did underscore 2.
The only person who's successfully grabbed the thing was Curse.
Curse? Curse isn't here.
I know, but she's there.
What do you mean she's there?
Stan, you see the golden hook.
Okay.
Magically. Against all odds with you, actually, you're the deepest in Kletar right now.
Is that it's a perception roll, right? Or what am I rolling?
No. I need you to roll. Athletics. There you go. I'm just literally just need like the difficulty class on this is like 5.
Right. I'm the only competent one here. My shattered willpower, notwithstanding.
Yeah. So Sam, don't tell Atlee about this, but like you were Artex, you were sinking,
Right.
and now like more like you're pulled out onto the surface. You're on the ground, you're gasping for air, you can see the warehouse like looming behind you. You look and you see this like tall, gallant looking man, a horse nearby, a like rig set up in the ground of which he's like hauled you out on this like fishing line with, and Curse is standing by looking like kind of confused.
I'm glad to be out of the warehouse, and I'm panting, and my arm hurts. That's how I feel about this.
He says, "I'm trying to get the rest of your friends out here. If you can think of anything to do to help, it would be very appreciated. Like there's a lot of you in there. Like time is of the essence. A few more minutes, and they're probably lost in there for good."
They gotta hold on better. It's on them down there. We're not dealing with the most competent group of.
And he's like, "If you're not gonna help me, just get out of the way." And he's like, rolls back up the fishing rod that you're still kind of
Who's this
holding
cool
in your confused
man?
hands. And he gets ready to cast the fishing rod again.
Why are you helping us? And who are you? Fine fisherman.
He looks and he looks at you and says, like, it really would be a shame to go out in that precise manner. And he nods towards Kletar.
What's wrong with Kletar?
He's just like, you either help me or you leave me alone. This is not time to ask questions.
All right, I'll help. You friggin' guy.
He casts the fishing like, yes, like Sam, anything you can think to do to like help him, it's up to you. He's just gonna keep fishing, trying to find your friends.
Could I make like a holographic, bullseye or something to help him kind of aim in the right place? Would that be at all useful? Or like to kind of indicate people to grab with more enthusiasm?
Like you're gonna cast something on the fishing rod kind of thing?
Yeah, that makes it easier to guide and like aim.
A heads-up display, like they would have in a fishing video game.
Yeah, but like for the fish.
You said this is holographic?
Yeah. Maybe.
Do you have any ranks in holography? You rolled a 19 plus 2.
Yeah, I have 2 ranks in holography.
Okay.
That's what the plus 2 was. Maybe it also gives some sort of like structural information for like a good place to hold on to the hook. Like, your hands will grip this kind of part better.
Yeah. Kat, it goes to you. I assume you're going to try to grab it again?
Yes, please.
It's easier to grab and hold on to this time, thanks to Stan and Cashew. You are pulled out of Kletar, where you see Stan and Curse and the man you saw before and his horse. Jonathan and Maya roll will saves.
Okay. Ooh.
Shmi, you do not sink. Jonathan, you do not sink.
Yes!
You haven't sunk at all. You're just like managing your anxiety really well.
I'm browsing some of the objects that are here.
This looks nice.
I wonder if they have any Nintendo or like any Lego toys.
Cashew, is there anything you can think to do to help him with his fishing?
To help this guy with his fishing? I can. What if I cast a Sec Ops to like make the string stronger or something, or make the hook larger? Or wait, I guess that's not. Or more magnetic? Those are all code sounding things.
Yeah, those still sound like code. Jonathan always tries to cast Sec Ops, and now you try to cast code.
I'll just how about I just do a I have a root. I just root for him. I go, yeah.
Okay. He throws in the fishing hook and no dice. He doesn't get anyone. Shmi and John, let's do another will save. Sorry.
Do I find anything interesting in the piles of stuff?
Huh.
Shmi, you
That's a good
sink.
question.
Jonathan, you see the hook.
Okay, can I do anything to make myself more magnetic to it? What if I go?
I think like you're just. This is like you're not in a position to like. You're like you're more drowning. You know.
I got a 3.
That's your athletics. -4. Just. Okay. When it comes back in empty, the tall man looks at you and says like they're in too deep for me to just be going in there blind. Like he hands the fishing rig to you, Stan.
Wow.
And takes the hook and like wraps the string around his body and goes to dive in. And he's just
Wow.
What a hero.
He's like, when you feel a tug on this string, like you all gotta pull as hard as you can.
Yes, sir.
I can do that.
I still gotta roll a d6. Shmi, you see a man all of a sudden appear in front of you and like grabs you kind of aggressively and like hugs you to their body, and you feel yourself being like pulled in a direction.
Okay.
You do anything?
I snuggle into his arms.
Stan, you feel a pull on the thing.
Okay, I give it a yank.
Make an athletics check. Kat, you see. Well, I guess we'll see what you see in a sec.
That should only be a 20, but natural 20.
Wow.
never mind, Kat. I thought you were gonna have to go in there and help your nerd friend, but your nerd friend is stronger than he looks. You just see, like, wow, this guy grew up. This guy must have grown up near a river or a lake because he knows his way around a fishing rod, even in like a strange, oversized one.
And I'm like really impressed. Also, I'm like, yeah, Stan, that's awesome.
I hurt my back.
Unless you guys have to go to the bathroom, your characters now have to go to the bathroom. And Jonathan, you'll have to pee in a cup. You'll have to find a cup in the warehouse if you're going to pee in it.
Okay, Sam, you make the cup.
13. You just got to roll under 13.
I thought you were making the cup. What's the cup look like?
It's like one of those like jumbo cups from movie theater.
Oh, does it say Dr. Slurp on it or something?
It's got like a pattern on it.
What's the pattern look like?
You know, like one of those movie patterns. Like
like
generic. It's got like it's the one with the like film and the
patterns
popcorn.
that are on the subway.
No, like the film and the popcorn. And the patterns, a bit more movies.
Is it retro?
No, it's like mid 2000s. So I guess that's retro now.
Oh, yeah, it's retro now. Okay.
Christ, fuck.
That's convincing enough. I'm gonna roll.
What are your rolls?
Oh wow, I rolled high.
Yeah, I also don't believe it. I'm not convinced.
Wait, do I not believe it?
Yeah, you're supposed to roll under the.
Oh.
You want to fall for the cup.
Who else is rolling?
Someone can roll for me.
I will. Oh, you tied.
Whoa. What?
Huh.
Tied for the cup?
Yeah.
So then I can like decide whether I decide that I made it.
I have to wait. I rolled a perception check, so I have to wait till Leanne gets back to tell me if I perceived any cups.
Oh
I don't know
my.
how to tell if I did or not without him.
I'm gonna take this opportunity to make the bed straighter behind me.
Because you can see it.
Yeah.
Let's see how much improvement we get out of this.
Like how many viewers?
No, I mean just like percentage-wise, how much better the bed is after she's done fussing with it.
I'd like to know how many more viewers the bed will get us. Oh.
All right, that's good. Nice background.
Good job.
Yeah, tell us more about this cup.
You got the image for the cup. It's done.
Does it have like a little bit of like wax texture around it? Like if I were to like put my scrape my finger against the cup, would wax come off of it like movie theater cups? Yeah. Movie theater cups have like a film of wax on the inside.
Like I know that there is a film, but I didn't know you could scrape it off.
Yeah, you can't.
It seems too soft to me.
Maya is always
well,
challenging
give it a
the
shot next time
physics
you
of
get
the
to me.
world.
I made some drawings
Nice.
of the
Let's see 'em.
physics, so I sent it. I mean, it's not cat level drawings; they're really quick, but it's sending right now.
Sick.
The Facebook group?
I put it in I uploaded to our group. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I'll illustrate it. So the first one, she's giving you the wool.
Yeah.
The second one is going into your hands, and the oils are being extracted from it. Third, we take the oils and squeeze it out of the wool. Then we heat it up and we extract the essential nutrients. And then we put that into a spray bottle and spray that onto the peripatetic.
Why would they work like nutrients?
Well, they're not nutrients. They work like little molecules, like 6-string molecules.
Like if you spray molecules on other molecules, it like works though. Like what do you mean?
I think I like the evolution of Shmi's character.
Well, how can I make this work?
A 6 streams grifter. The natural laws of this world are a bit, mysterious to people, so it's an opportunity to take advantage of that.
Okay, you're just not giving me enough information of the physics, so I can't actually make a good hypothesis. This was pretty good.
That's what every grifter says to God. I'm not actually trying to deceive people. You're just not giving me enough information.
If you explain to me exactly what the juice is that's going into the peripatetic, then I can make a better theory. But this is pretty good for what you've given me. Probably better than what you've given me.
That's an Aristotle quote.
Pretty good for what you've given me. God.
Better.
I can just figure out the juice.
What if it's
the same juice that's in you? No, that's the whole point. I'm stealing the same juice that's in you is in your peripatetic. So I'm squeezing the juice out of you and putting it back into the peripatetic.
No, what if you're stealing the juice from somebody else's peripatetic and then putting it into another person's?
Everybody's hand contains runoff juice just from handling their peripatetic?
Yeah, because your battery is your HP, etc.
So kind of like radiation or something?
Grifters out there be trying to invent the 7th stream and they calling it juice.
It's like
it'd be great if there's a world where it's just 6 streams and just there's these people the best way to grift is be no, there's a 7th stream. It's called the grind. It's called the hustle. Sorry, Sam, what were you gonna say?
Oh, just the really culty, pyramid scheme, juice for your phone, recruit into if you sell this miracle drug, if you sell 500 cases to your friends to sell.
Yeah, I mean, in this world where there's only Vire holography, SecOps, hologramming, code, brand mutation, it's just it's a scam when they're not giving you one of those things. We're just going to give you this valuable product called juice, and you're going to sell that to other people, and then you're going to sell juice to them, and you're going to get their profits.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
There's no.
We also haven't really there's also no money, so it's just why is everyone doing this?
Well, I'm getting money from it.
There's no money, there's just juice.
This is the satisfaction of knowing you scammed someone.
A good day's done. A good day's work done.
Guys, the real 7th stream is exposure.
Ooh.
Oh,
think about it.
It's true.
I'm thinking about it.
Okay, so
can we wrap up at 8:30? I've got a cold and my battery's at drain.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Let's Jonathan, roll one will save.
8:30 my time. So
10:30.
Yeah.
Is that you mean? Yeah.
At the half hour mark of whatever hour we are now. Oh wait, Ian. Point of clarification.
Yeah.
I rolled a 12 on my perception check to try to see a vessel to pee in. Is that successful?
No.
I just pee on the floor then.
You just pee into clutter.
Yeah, there's no one around. It's not a problem.
All right, Sam, roll another. The man dives in one more time. Maya, you just see the guy who just dragged you out with his body.
What's he look like?
He's very tall. He's bald. He's dark skinned. He's wearing like, I don't know, kind of like maybe like cool, like kind of gunslingery clothes.
Ooh, he sounds hot.
He just dropped you on the ground and then immediately went and dove back in, and then Cashew and Shmi, you will see that Sam just like was the guy on the rig trying to pull him back in, and you just saw Sam like drop the fishing rod.
Oh, Stan!
It was an accident.
Can I lunge and grab it with my small little goblin hands?
Yeah, I think the situation begs for you to.
Someone grab my legs! Someone grab
I'll
my
grab
little
the
legs!
Do my
Grab it.
athletics check.
Yeah, and Maya, roll an athletics check as well.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that works pretty good.
This isn't like great. The rig topples over and starts getting dragged into Kletar with Shmi and Cashew both slowly getting dragged into it. Sam, you can take another action.
Okay, I will grab onto both of your legs, kind of.
So my athletics check didn't do anything?
It just didn't quite compensate for all the other nonsense. Like you got an 11. It's not like quite a. If you had gotten like a high roll, it probably would have just been enough to fix by itself. All right, Stan stabilizes the rig. You guys are not being dropped in. Whoopsies! What did I just do? I actually D20. Well, that's supposed to be Curse, not Cashew. She summons that lifeguard demon that she has, and he helps you. He joins in the group effort to drag Jonathan's sopping wet body out of it. And we don't you guys don't realize that Jonathan's sopping wet because he's just covered in his own pee, because he tried to pee in a cup and it didn't go very well, and he just got it all over himself. And yeah, you guys are all out of Kletar with this guy who's
seems really cool.
Only just starting to catch on that he's maybe also covered in Jonathan's urine. Sorry, intern Johnny's urine.
I just peed on the ground. Okay.
You tried to pee in something, and it just kind of went everywhere. This is him talking to you. I thought what you did.
No, I thought that I had failed at finding anything to pee into, and then therefore would just my only recourse be to pee on the ground.
Happy to help out people, but usually when I go in there like that, I don't expect something like that to happen. That was unfortunate.
I do it. I have a spell called High Status Friend. I do that on myself.
You have to roll for it. Is it just that you get you have a bonus on it or whatever?
Just a second, let me look at it.
Does the gunslinger have guns?
I just rolled it. It's D20 plus 4 plus 1. So, I got a 23 on my high status brand.
You know what? This pea smells pretty good. Don't really mind being covered in it, Never thought I'd hear myself say those words, but I just feel like, Not every day. You get peed on. It's not every day. You think that pee's not bad. Not bad pee on me. That's what I say.
Yeah, I drink a lot of water, so it's not even really urine. It's just like slightly human flavored water.
Maybe I could use it for my juice.
I'm impressed, he says with no other explanation. I'm impressed.
That's cool, man. It's nice to meet you. What was your name?
People around here just call me the Windjammer.
Ooh.
So cool.
You folks look a little bit worse for wear. Why don't you come back? Why don't you come back with me? We'll get your phones all charged up and everything. Your peripatetic's charged up and everything.
No way.
Sounds good to me.
Hey, do you happen to have a change of coveralls?
I'm sorry, I can't help you guys with that, but maybe we can find something. Let's go see what I can do for you. And he hops back on his horse and starts heading north.
Do we go on the horse too?
No, there's not more room on the horse.
Can I go next to him because I'm small?
You can. He's gonna hop in front of him or behind him.
In front of him.
Yeah.
Right. I hop.
I'm just trying to make a. You can choose. You can make either a people skills check or an athletics check.
I'll make an athletics check. Okay.
Yeah, it's good enough. You snuggle in right in front of him. I don't know if you guys are on if you guys are on roll 20, but I'm moving you to a new location. Unless anyone doesn't want to follow this strange man.
I want to follow him.
I love the strange man. He's very impressive.
You guys walk towards what looks like a big dome with a windmill on it, and he's you see it come over the horizon northeast of Kletter. If you guys are looking at it in roll 20, and he's talking to you guys, and he's just like, "So you guys look like interns, I suppose. What got you guys? How'd you end up here?"
I've been here so long I don't even remember.
You guys have been here a few minutes. Don't give me that.
We jumped into a portal, but I don't remember why the portal was there.
I'm gonna give you. So I'll give you. If nobody remembers, I'll give you a quick recap out of game. It's you guys got into a bit of an altercation with a executive named Brett Articuno. You accidentally ended up listening in on a meeting where she was like trying to find some sort of like great worm level virus or something like that. And when she found out you guys were listening, she confronted you. You guys escaped into your cubicle, but then she sent an email and you opened it and you got flung here.
You can say we get on the bad side of someone, one of the higher ups.
That does ring a bell.
We got on the bad side of. I'm telling the guy. We got on the bad side of one of the higher ups.
I suppose in some kind of way, that's the same reason that all of us ended up here.
Really? What are you in here for?
My story's a little bit longer than that. I don't think we need to go into that. I used to work for Tough Guy Mountain, though. It's been a long time, but I still have fond memories.
What happened? Tell us.
Well, do you guys know where you are?
Nope.
This is a little quarantine for infected brands. I was an executive at Tough Guy Mountain. I was pretty good at my job. But antivirus technology wasn't what it is today. So, hazard of the job, I became infected. As a way to continue serving the company, I took on an infected brand and came here. And now I make sure that none of the infected brands get out.
Are we infected?
I mean, I can do a little scan. I mean, it sounds by your story like shouldn't suppose that you are infected, but
Can you scan us just in case?
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be doing my duty if I didn't.
What do you use to scan us with?
He brings you into his windmill cabin, his like domed single room home. And he takes some sort of instrument off one of the shelves, and he goes over to Stan and scans him with it. And he is like, well, this one checks out. Haven't seen an intern Stan in a bit. It's and it's an honor. It's an honor to see one again.
Thank you.
Filled with nostalgia. Goes over to intern Shmi. You look fun. And seems like you're not a virus. That's good. But both of you, both of your brands are sentient. That's a bit strange.
Yeah, we know.
We did. Yeah, we ran into them a while ago.
You ran into
All of our brands
what
are
a while
sentient.
ago?
Yeah, our sentient brands. They wanted to kill us for a minute there.
Well, when a brand becomes sentient, it becomes mighty confused. Went through something like that myself back in the day. Goes over to Jonathan like, now you look familiar.
Really? Do you follow us on Mount?
No, Mount, is that? No, I haven't looked at that in a good long while. There's no access to Mount out here. I don't, no kind of peripatetic or anything like that. But no, you don't. I guess you don't know what you are. I'm not the one to tell you. So, also, you check out. You're no infections here.
Oh, great. Thanks, mister.
He goes over to Kat, and I guess kind of the same thing with you, eh?
What do you mean? I have a sentient brand?
Well, you all got sentient brands. That much is clear. But you're not just a random intern,
What? You mean I'm a special girl?
I guess
always
we can
do it.
I guess we can. Yeah, I guess I'll just leave it at that. It's not. Whoa! And then like the scanner goes off. He's like, "What are you doing with all that beige?"
I thought I got rid of it. I got rid of it.
Not really quite sure what to do with that. You're not infected by the beige, but you're carrying a lot of it.
Oh man!
Like a lot of it. Quite a bit. It's a bit strange. Do you know what to do with that stuff?
I went to the beige factory to get it removed. I guess they didn't quite do a good job. I should probably get my money back then. Man, this blows.
I guess as long as you don't really know what to do with that stuff, I guess you're not too much of a threat. All right, I'm just going to scan the last one of you now, and he looks over at Curse. Just leaving a pregnant pause here.
So Is Curse gonna like react to this when she comes onto the next one, or are you gonna act it out right now?
I guess I'd just like to give you guys an opportunity to be like, guys, Curse is like definitely a virus.
Oh, you don't need to scan her.
Well,
I go up to him and I'm like, I throw the juice at his peripatetic, and it jams it.
Oh no, it's charged now.
It's overcharged.
Oh, it's got so much juice.
Oh, you put too much juice on that thing.
It's frying because it's like overcharging. Like you can see it like going up and up and up and up.
Wait,
sorry.
What do you mean you threw the juice?
I have it in like a perfume bottle, and I opened it up and I like threw it at the dropped it on his peripatetic.
This exists now, Ian. The god item. It exists.
It's not a god item. It's not a god.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll like leave on that note, just because Curse isn't here. There's a couple other things that got crammed in, but I feel like it just kind of led into that. Well, I guess we'll come back into when we play next time. It'll be you guys trying to manage the situation, but like, yeah, Curse is definitely like it. Curse would definitely qualify for the kinds of things that he would try to make sure they were never able to escape.
But what about me throwing the juice on it? Did that not do anything?
No, I guess I'm like, that's like, we're gonna like end the episode with you trying to throw the juice on it.
Okay, write it down so you don't forget.
Maya throws the juice.
The juice. I'm excited about the new juice religion.
The juice exists, and we all must respect it.
I believe in the juice.
Yeah, forget beige being the seventh stream. Juice is now the seventh stream. Hey guys,
Well, I don't want to take away the power
and
from
we're
the
all
beige.
just living in it.
The juice and the beige could get along.
I'm just kidding. I'm not replacing beige with juice. Yeah, juice is going to have to go through years of relevancy to gain any sort of cultural capital.
You never know
That's
what
fine.
might happen in the future.
Yeah.
What do you suggest? A juice Kathy?
New brand, Juice Kathy.
What if I accidentally, instead of throwing on the peripatetic, I throw it on Kathy? And then it combines with her beige.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like some amount of like creating a kind of distraction, or to like, if you could somehow stop the Windjammer from scanning Curse, it would probably be a good thing, or at least, remove one obstacle. But you guys can deal with that next time on Bodra Plaja.